Okay, so we're going to attempt to remake some game I've heard of. This will be our 2-week project, so I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Has anyone played this? Heard of this game? Yeah? Yeah, it's wackadoodle, but we like it that way. Huh? There, yes, there it is. There it is. You can even see like something sticking out here. Yeah, they're on it. They are on it. So, I forgot about this. This happened last time. OBS and this game don't like to play together. So we're going to have some frame rate fun. Oh, maybe it's back. Oh, no, you're not going to let me maximize. Lame. All right, we get to stare at it. Okay, so this was definitely made in Unity. Yeah, we can just look at it. So we've got some level select here. We got different themes. We've got a Halloween theme, some level select, and we'll go ahead and play that. And it's really our first person jumper. Oh, don't fall off a truck. So it's kind of the floor is lava, but instead of the lava rising, it's everything else. So not all trucks make it like that. Yeah, so there's bits of chaos. And you want to try and land on... Oh, I didn't make it. So it becomes like a speedrunner's paradise up in here. Ah! And then when you think you've landed on it... Oh, dang it. Yeah. So this is maybe not the best example of a level 1. We're going to want something passable for the... Right? Okay, let's go to campaign. So here's a good example of a level 1. We're going to expect 2 levels out of this game. This one's fairly easy. Look, I mean, we don't even have fancy trucks. I think in this level, I could actually ride the same truck all the way through. But, yeah, here we go. Look, I cheesed it.
Style points.
What? So you get more style points for like jumping around. I shouldn't have gotten much with just standing on a truck, but you try doing that if you're not in this game or Fast and the Furious movies. And then it ramps up. Oh. Fun. Yeah. If you had any, that was your mistake. Yeah, but that's not as fun. Actually? Anyway, all right, assuming I'm good at this game. Yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do. This was made in Unity. Very fun. At one year, we thought we found the GitHub repo for this. It was not. It was somebody else trying to recreate it. We were like, yeah! No, it didn't work. So that's what we're going to do. We've already got... here's just a lot of stuff about the project. We've already got a first-person controller, the DET one. Probably going to work just fine. This is the one when we talked earlier, when y'all were making your own or following tutorials. This is the one that I needed to be physics. We need a physics-based controller, not the character controller, because we're the way we're moving forward. And so what we're doing with this, let me just go ahead and start up a project. No, just wait, I guess. There we go. High def 3D. No, we won't go there. We'll do the SRP. So universal 3D. Yep, cool. We're gonna go with it. Extra style points right out of the gate. Let's jump ahead and look at the rubric. So it's worth big points, and I'll walk you through some of this, but it's not going to be a complete hand holding for 2 weeks. I'll give you some pieces, and you're going to cobble it together. So we're going to have at least 2 levels. Let's just go straight to the rubric. We're going to need a start screen. So a main menu. It has music. Goes to level 1. Level 1 exists as the easy tutorial level. We've got our player. We've got moving platforms. Here's the thing. So we want that level of like the trucks can flip and run into each other and all that. So the trucks cannot be nav mesh agents. Our nav mesh agents, even when they were floating bunnies, they were like too smart for this. So our trucks are going to be just drive forward, blindfolded idiot trucks. It's going to be awesome. So we have moving platforms. We're going to play with some particles. We're going to have a nav mesh baked on the level so that at least one nav mesh agent can like walk around or drive through or whatever. And that can be, I don't know, a bunny in the road or a duck. If you're just into putting ducks and banana peels in every game that you make.
Anytime, bro.
Yeah, no, I got you. So we're going to have that. And then just other static things in the path. Maybe, you saw in the first level they had fences down the side. So we're in a very confined course. The trucks can't just fly off into nowhere. But we are going to want some other obstacles. I don't know, speed bumps, logs, little old ladies, whatever. Music, sound effects. We're going to have kind of those same pop-ups, the win, the lose, all of that. Scoring based on airtime. The level resets when we hit the ground, and then we need a visible goal. And you saw it there. It's a little goal thing, some kind of gate. I've had these turned in before, and I had no idea where the end of the thing was, and because they didn't have a visible goal, and I didn't know. It was very, very frustrating and nerve-wracking to not know when this game was going to be over.
You don't know.
I don't. And then we'll have another scene at the end that says, "Hey, you did good. Here's your score." A more complex level 2, all the same criteria for level 2. We're going to have pause menus. We will save high scores. It's going to be just more polished. So we're going to take stuff we've learned so far and make something that actually has an end-to-end game, right? Start screen, all of 2 levels, and scoring and all that fun stuff. So look, so we can see you buy cluster trucks on Nintendo. You can do that. I don't think there's any summoning in there, so it's all safe. There's the developer page, wiki page. Here it is on Steam. How much is it on sale? Nice. Now's your chance. $3 on sale. This exact game?
Yes.
That would be plagiarism at the very least. Yeah. So it'd be a negative 215 points.
Now this is looking way better.
Although there's so much going on. Like, it just gets deeper. There's kind of craziness.
Is there lore?
Who needs lore? You're in Fast and the Furious number 28, okay? Like, just go with it. Huh? I'll jump on this truck because family.
It's awesome.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll just start to make something ridiculous. I mean, wonderful in here. I've got, well, let's go back and look at that stuff. So I've got a script that just makes something move forward. And if it hits a bump, it'll react appropriately. If you've got the rigid body on it, this is a tricky bit. So these are our magic boots. Wait a minute, did I hit the wrong one? There it is, magic boot script down here. We need to stick to a truck. If we just leave the physics as they are, and my first person player jumps on a truck, the truck keeps going. It's not like, yeah. You're not Vin Diesel without this script. So this will parent us to the object that we land on. So if we land on something called bus, then that becomes our parent, and we follow it until we jump off of it. So same kind of stuff we've done before, on trigger stay, on trigger exit. This, I think, is now a like 27-year-old video, so maybe don't even mess with that. I thought I edited that out. No, I'm exaggerating, Maya. Just like we hope you are every time you're talking. Yeah, so they're all here, but we're gonna cobble something together. We've got some U1, right? Tell the game manager to show things. Here, I think some of you have already done this, but you know, a delayed load the next scene, right? Like wait for a while, let them see the you won or you lost, and then reload, kind of a thing. So lots of bits and pieces are in the module. Should be almost everything we need. And then you'll recognize a particular pause menu tutorial. We'll get into that. So we'll just make something polished. Doesn't have to be trucks. Doesn't have to be buses. Doesn't have to be on ground. I've had people make this look like you're jumping on spaceships flying around. They faked the ground underneath it. It looks like spaceships are flying. There was one where it was horses. That one was pure chaos. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it all. Frogger. Someone just did logs. Have fun with it. Like get ridiculous. But this is what we're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and start setting something up. So I'm going to just save this scene because sample scene's a dumb name. We'll call it level 1 in our scenes folder. Wow, she's just... She doesn't even know where she's going, but she knows she wants to say something. Yeah. There's our wonderful terrain that starts at 0, 0 in the corner. We drop a plane down. I just thought a terrain would be easier for now. Center that guy. Let me go find my... You should have your basic prefab saved somewhere. Well, I bet I've got it somewhere too. Let me just look. Wrong one. Unity assets. This might be what I need. Player movement, camera movement, generic. Yep, that looks good. This is the one we made, what, week 3? Yeah. It's week 6. What the heck? It's ridiculous. It really is. I'm just going to drag the whole prefabs folder out like an idiot. There we go. Cool. He's shiny and purple because I'm doing SRP, and he came with, he started in a built-in pipeline. Oh, he doesn't even have a real material. We'll just make him a material. Why not? Stop that. Hmm. Create folder. I'm looking right at it. There it is. Just so he's not shiny fuchsia. Against a glowing magenta? Yeah.
Was being recorded.
You gotta say it louder.
Oh, I didn't delete that other camera, so who knows what we're gonna end up with here. Oh, cool. All right. So we can put a reset script just on the terrain on basically everything that isn't a truck. We can do that later because I don't want to die 100 times when we're testing. And we'll just go get some trucks, buses. What should we ride on this year? This guy. Okay, you know what? I know where to get some tacos. So find those guys. Wait, do I? Where'd I put those? Sure, whether we bring it all. It just makes it easy. Yeah. Wait a minute. Are you in 210? The 8 o'clock class? Yeah. Okay. I hear you guys saw some stuff today. Love those. Just love them. All right. Easy peasy. Grab them all. Edit, rendering, materials, convert, wait. Nice. All right. Wait a minute. None of those are the. I brought this in here and didn't even get a taco. I'm going to be upset. There we go.
You get a magenta taco.
I don't think I want to jump on that. I really don't. Something didn't convert. All right, and we'll just filter for materials. Oh, we're just hidden elsewhere. Somewhere there's other materials in here. Lots of other materials in here. So we do it again. Edit, rendering, materials, convert. Okay, it's large-ish, but we need it bigger. We can ride the top of it or lay it down. Fly this way. It's gonna be kind of rough actually for the rounded top. Extra challenge. All right, he's got all that. Let's crank him up. See what he looks like. See if it's big enough. Nah, it needs to be bigger. Actually, going to add a box collider to him. Let's scroll down here. That way he'll sit better. We'll play with the scale again. Let's go 400. Oh, yeah. How do they do it? How is that lettuce not wilted? This might be a dumb idea. I don't know about writing on tacos, but here we go. All right, let me go grab that script and we will move him forward.
I'm not gonna catch it before it.
Yeah. We'll make a bunch of them and try to start right over the top of it. Let's grab this and move forward. Create a new mono behavior script. We'll call it move forward. I think we can call it anything. It used to be the name, absolutely its name, the file name had to match what was inside. It doesn't anymore, which kind of upsets me.
It still messes up with some stuff.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good. It shouldn't be that easy. Figure out a way to make sure all of the bugs get you, and you do have to walk uphill both ways to school. Non-caffeine?
It's hot chocolate.
Thank you.
Hey, if I have to be late, I at least have to do something.
I mean, okay. All right, let's look at this because it's a little more complex than than initially needs to be. So I added a header here. This is another something. Remember last time we saw the required type of thing? This header just shows up in the inspector, which is really cool. So we've got a little thing that says speed settings and all the variables under there. So we've got our private but exposed serialized field, our base speed. We've got a speed variation. So like if they're all going the same speed, I'm just going to step from one to the other, like no big deal. But we've got a little bit of plus and minus, so that some will be faster, some will be a little bit slower. We've got a starting speed that we save as private. And here's another enum selected vector. So we're going to choose which vector on this object is forward. Right? Remember when we did the bullets, positive Z was always forward, and we wanted to fire that way. I don't know what object you're going to use. You might make a cube. You might import a taco, find a bus, a truck. Good morning, Addison. This one, look, Z is that way, but it looks upside down. I don't even know. So we just don't know what the point of origin for the model you're going to use is. So this script makes it where anything that we decide we want to be, we just check that box, that's going to be forward for that object. So it makes it more usable and reusable. So we've got an enum for all of these, positive, negative, all the way down. Another header, local vector settings. And so this is the one that says, hey, this one's forward. We also need to know which one's down with this script. So the idea with this is if a bus or a truck or a taco is cruising along and it hits something and it flips, and down is no longer the ground, we want to stop it. We don't want to see buses or trucks like skidding on their side for days. If it flips over, we'll stop. We'll stop applying force. And then I've got an int here for how far down from the object to look for the ground. And then right? Then we're saving all of these things through our setups, right? Which way's forward, which, what's our selected forward. We're saving those to vectors here that we're using privately. So on start, we get the base bus speed, which we start with at 10. And I can put this on a bunch of buses, and they're all going to run this and get different results. So we're starting with 10, and then we're setting, we're doing a random dot range. So bus speed minus the variation. So in this case, we're at 10, and our variation's 1. So what number is that? No one knows 10 minus 1?
9.
Oh my gosh. This dude. And then base bus speed plus variation. So we're giving it 9 and 11 and saying pick something random in there. Okay? Whatever it comes up with, and again, every time this script is run, it's going to get a different random number. It's going to say, okay, that's my new speed, and now I'm going to set that to my starting speed. And then we check the things that we're checking the inspector, and we say, okay, this one is forward, and this vector is down, and then we move on. And in transform, we're just going. So we're translating. So might be cooler to do adding force to the rigid body in that way. But for right now, we're just saying transform.translate. Just move this direction at this speed. 9.73, whatever we ended up with that random thing. Fixed update. Again, that's where we check our physics. And so this is a new one for us. We're doing a physics.raycast. And so from the object, we're getting our position. We're looking whichever direction we told this thing was down, and we're looking this far down. So where I'm at, what's down, how far to look. This basically, you see there's no value. This returns a Boolean. So if I found something, then there's something below the wheels, keep turning, and so then we keep the base bus speed at the starting speed, right? Which we're using in update all the time. If there's nothing below the wheels, if we like launched off of a ramp, not just like flipped over, if we launched off of a ramp, I'm not going to still accelerate. I'm going to maintain some speed, right? Because we've got a rigid body. We're not going to just stop in midair, but we're not applying any accelerant at that point. So, but if there is something underneath us, we maintain speed. If there's nothing underneath us, then we set that base bus speed to 0. And then here we're just saying, well, maybe we'll stop if we go midair. I want to check that now. Because we're doing two different things. Here we're saying move the object, but then there's also a rigid body on it. So there's physics happening because of that movement. We'll see what happens. And this big old gnarly thing is just a nasty switch case. So whatever was selected in the inspector, you say, oh, they said positive X forward, so here's the direction. Well, they said negative X forward, here's the direction. And so we're taking these values, we're basically handing back 0 except for whatever that is, positive or negative, then returning that vector. So go some direction. And as we learned last week, you apparently have to hit Control S and save your script, or it doesn't work. Pro tip. All right. So I've got Taco. I put a box collider on him so he wouldn't just tip and flop all over. Let's see. We'll just leave it. We'll play with constraints later if we need to. And we've got a mesh collider, a box collider. I'm going to go ahead and add this thing we just made called move forward. We can change the variance here. So there's that header, speed settings, local vector settings. Just so you can remind yourself or other people you're working with what the heck these things are. It's really nice. So it makes a group. So I'm going to leave this 10 and 1. Local forward, it defaults to positive X. We want to go ahead and do positive Z, looking at that thing here. And down is already set by default, since it's the first thing in the list, to positive X. That is down for this. All right, let's just see if this works. We don't have any, we hit the ground, reset things. So we're just going to see if the taco just takes off. That's all we're testing now. Yep, we did something wrong. You know, move. Got a box clogger. We've got to move forward. The printing to the console. Oh, look at the point of origin of the taco. That might be it. It's below the ground.
So it's way past enough.
It's ray casting into nothing. It's like, hey, we ain't moving forward. So something happened. All right, let's just see. He doesn't have anything else. So I need to change his point of origin just a bit. Super fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take what we've done to this taco and say, you know what, I'm going to make a new one. Call him a taco truck. Y'all, if I don't get some Mexican for lunch, it's going to be bad. Huh? I know. Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready. Yep. Over by the, I think it used to be called a mall. Yeah. It's another Hendrick building now. Like what the? Yeah. Actually, so we got that, the taco truck. What I need is a new parent for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and make
Are you able to adjust the origin point of an object in the movie scene?
No.
'Cause I know you're
We
able
can
to do
fake
that
it.
in Blender.
Yeah, and Blender does lots of cool things for us that nobody else will. Where'd this guy even go? Oh, exciting. So I reset everything on him, and he just like fell down. Oh, I reset his scale too. I shouldn't have done that. What did I have that at 400? There we go. Right, and we want to rotate on the Z back to 90, negative 90, I meant, or 270 is fine. Okay, now he's back. I'm going to create something new. So I'm going to do a new empty. Game object, create empty. Taco truck, we'll just go ahead and call it parent so we know what's happening. Make the taco truck a child. And he is at, let's put him at 0. Reset just the one thing. Reset resets everything. All right, we'll put them at 0, 0, 0 inside the parent for now. Drag this down here so it's a prefab. So now I've got a taco truck parent, but you can see it's upright, so it's a start. Now I'm going to go into prefab mode here. Hit that guy. We can see where our different axes are at. So our root, it's still underneath him, but we can just move the child in comparison. And so I'm going to move the child down. So now the actual point of origin of the parent is inside the taco, not underneath. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, auto saves on. That should save. I should just do that here. So I'm going to take this, move forward script. I'll just take it off. We'll add it to the parent. Should take all the physics and colliders from the child. Now we need to see. So positive Z can still be forward from this thing, but now down is negative Y. Come back! Oh yeah. It'll either drop straight down or it'll arc. Just got to, run another few hundred meters. That's what dreams are made of. I need a higher jump. All right, we're on. No! Oh, because I didn't add the other script. Okay, so that's what happens without our magic boots. It just takes off without us. And yeah, he just stops, and then the rigid body takes over and he just tips. Yeah, so I think I just did that too, didn't I? Yep. Cool. I jumped off. So we can change the script up instead of just straight translating it forward. We can apply force forward on the rigid body, and then it would maintain some momentum. Yeah.
Why not just set its velocity?
That too. There's lots of other things we can do. This is just I know the script looked crazy because I took the easiest way to do it and then was trying to fix it. All right, so we have a taco that moves forward. That's nice. I'll go ahead and rename him because taco truck parent doesn't make sense. He can now be taco truck prefab. Here, we'll do an original. We'll get rid of parent. Change my first person controller here so he can jump higher. So we want to up the jump force from 2.5 to probably 4. Then I'll drag out some more trucks and we can see what the varying speed does now. It should be kind of fun. Yo, I'm getting hungry. This is ridiculous. Got a line of them, a few in the front. They're hitting each other. Because that's working though. Oh, wait a minute. Those fell over and stopped. This guy, oh, his raycast is hitting the taco next to him, so he's still sliding.
Oh
Yeah, that's funny.
you might have to add an if tag.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's really fun.
If I just knock him out of the way, let me just move him 5 meters away from that. Stop moving. I'm trying to save you, Taco, don't you know? And then there's doing the whole nope, no more forward velocity, and then they tip off. Good news is we shouldn't have an edge of the world to tip off of. But you're still going to see the way the script is constructed, some weirdness like the sideways floating guy. We could change that, right? So we just go to our prefab, go into prefab mode. We can just say only look down a little bit, right? Hello? Oh, number lock was off. Fantastic. Oh, do I have that as I have set to an int, don't I? Yep, that's what's up. All right, we'll just do 1 then. I was trying to do by a half.
It's still going.
But this one stopped. And then I launched off of them. Maybe I didn't. Oh, because I'm still in prefab mode. It didn't save all of them. We'll go back here. Now we'll try it. So these that stop, I don't know what happened. Might be that instead of a terrain, we want just a big box underneath us with a little depth. Let's try that.
Movement switch and reactivate whenever it's back in
It's supposed to, right? Because we're still on fixed update. We're still checking that. And then we'll just reset the back to the starting speed. But who knows? It's possible we screwed some other stuff up. That, and we'll do this. That's a 0. It's got a full meter down. That's enough. Huh. So even just getting the trucks to move, we'll have to do some debugging. Should all be the same though, right? They're all the same prefab. We'll add some tags in a minute. There's no overrides. Drag them all up just a bit. So we have to land.
It doesn't reset.
But this is the real deal. This is how we get things to work. So start with one feature, mess with it, get it working, then add other features. They're all done. Any speed variations going on? Yeah, those guys are pulling ahead. They're all tipping up. So I just started them at 0.5, set them all to be 0.5 up. So they had just less than that 1 meter to drop. And I don't know, seemed to work. Let me just add some stuff in the road and see what kind of chaos we can create with that. My DET one. It was just a basic one, no labels. Yeah, I know, super lame. Who is this guy? There we go, there's the DET one. All right, so he's got a box collider on him. I'm going to go ahead and, for this prefab, see, he's not even in the scene yet, so I'm just literally dealing with the prefab. Take that off. We'll make it fancier. We'll add the mesh collider and do the nice convex shrink wrap on it so that those angles that we have matter. Drag a couple out in the way and see what happens. What? Hit convex. Yeah, he just vanished. Might have started just inside the box and then clipped through. I see him now, I think. Well, I did. What's happening?
Is it the code is
Look, so DET treasure chest is selected. Look at the Y. It's already like a negative 18,000, 2,000. It's falling. It's got a regular box collider on it. It's got a rigid body, use gravity, automatic center of mass, convex mesh collide. Oh, wait a minute. He's not a basic shape. Yeah. So that's the problem. All right, well, this is good. Good lesson. This outer, notice we don't have any material or anything on it. This is an empty parent. So I put a mesh collider on an empty parent. It didn't have a collider. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Here we go. So this is made up of the top and the bottom like we did in class in days of yore. I'm going to select both of those, and now we'll just add mesh collider, make those both convex.
Could you make? Okay. I was just gonna ask if you could make one of them the other and just put it one, and it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't expand since it's two objects. Again, if you wanted to go box collider, but I want to see what these angles on it do. Otherwise, you just wrap a box collider around it and call it a day. Go ahead and apply all of this. We got knocked around a little bit. Did no one really went too far off track? Ooh,
Super heavy.
yeah. There we go. And then, of course, so one kicked over, but he's still too close. Some of these guys are going off.
Ooh.
Why did this guy stop? Weirdness. Huh. Close enough. Those are all copies. They're all 50. Weird. Okay, so I want to make the mask be part of it. Let's drag some more things out. Smaller bits and bobs, like a brick. I just want to see chaos. There we go. So the brick doesn't have much mass, so they're just kind of like hitting it and bumping. There we go. Now we got chaos. I don't know if these sideways guys are still cruising. So we were playing with the raycast just to show something new. It might be that we could go back to the, if you want, you can go back to the little box collider at the feet kind of thing and check that. On trigger enter, on trigger stay. Same as we do with the first person controller guy. So this auto fire. I don't know what that's about. So here we go. Yeah, this script right here. He's got the trigger underneath him, and then is grounded. We do the same thing, right? So we can just check is grounded. If it's grounded, we can move forward. If it's not, same thing we did in the other script. So we can use that instead of the raycast if the raycast keeps giving us weird issues. But they're kind of moving forward, so let's go ahead and start another script before we debug that one to death.
He's grounded and the test.
Do them both?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might, yeah, why not, right? Okay, fine, we'll do it. Colin talked me into it. It's his fault. All right, let's go over here. I think we can just borrow from ourselves in line. Perfect. So we'll need that is grounded, and then let's grab these guys. Just these guys. There we go. Cool about these headers is they can also act as code comments, right? Like, what is this for? And we can set that to a default value or not. Huh? You're so much better than me. Call this plan A. Save that. All right. Now we just need a trigger on the bottom. Okay. Go find the prefab. Main collider's up here. Add. Doesn't matter. Wait. Oh, the script is on here, right? The script's on the child. The script's on the parent. Scripts on the parent. So that's where we want to add the trigger. We'll do a box collider. Make sure it's a trigger. Edit that guy. Nice. It's already just sitting down there. yay far. Yeah, that just kind of worked out. So we're just going to use that. Move him along the base just a bit. A little more on the bottom. I'm realizing that we're not checking for this in our speed thing, but everything else is set up now. So we got this guy. All of our truck prefabs now, you can see, have that extra collider on the bottom. That's a trigger. Go back here, and we need to add that to our logic. So yeah, we've got the thing setting up so it knows is grounded, but we're not ever checking it. So transform, go forward. There we go. So if look down this far and is grounded, both of those things, then we'll move. And then if we're not grounded, or even not look down this far, then we stop. So what else will happen if either one of these is false? Do we want it to only happen if they're both false? No, because we didn't trust the other thing, right? We'll just leave it like this for now. I talk too much. Now my hot chocolate is warm chocolate. Said I talked too much, and my hot chocolate is now just warm chocolate. Okay. They're moving. So now they're stopping if they tip over a little bit. I don't know what's happening there. Bye. Let me just go see while we're here if I can prompt some of these guys back into action. Go! Be free!
I think once they stop moving, they'll start moving.
Yeah. All right, well, let's check him out. So I'm going to go to the scene. We'll find which one of these prefabs that is. What?
Huh.
What? Yeah, that's why he didn't tip. So the child, with its rigid body, did not stay with the parent properly. The parent has this trigger, the child's back here. That might be what's going on with a lot of these. Let's check this guy.
Huh.
Messed up.
Is it because the taco has its own collider?
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
And so, like, I think the click out of each other.
They do. So let's fix the prefab. This guy too. So he's He somehow lost his entire parent collider's over here. Oh, when I hit it, okay, because rigid body and its collider's going on here, movement's going on here. When they get knocked off track, they're disconnecting. So let's just move all the physics to one spot. He's learning. I'll take rigid body off of this. Don't need the mesh collider there. Right, but it's just, I mean, it's just a lot of debugging and like, oh, why did it? Here's the fun part. When something breaks, it's because it did what we told it to. So why did what I say not end up being right? So rigid body here. We'll add that to the parent. Mesh is just going to follow along. We don't need any of that jazz. And we need another collider that we can jump on. So box collider here. This one is not trigger. I've just got to make this sort of match. You go away. Why? Move that up. That's actually pretty good. And then we just play with that trigger. So that's the is grounded trigger, and then this one is the collider. All right.
Oh, I think you mixed up the colliders. I think that's the big one.
And then I accidentally jumped out of his collision box and got a boost. I might have, actually. All right, let's look. Okay, prefab, and these should all the stuff's here now. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna take this one off. Yep, it did get mixed up. Yeah, so that's the big guy. This is the small one. It should be the trigger. If that keeps being a problem, put a sphere underneath it. Make it a different shape. That way you can tell it apart when you're doing that. But okay, so now we've got.
I think we should definitely tell you.
Like color code them.
Yeah.
Like, why are they all the same color? Like, just give me a slight variation.
One button to change all the colliders
Yeah.
at the same time.
Does that even work? No, I didn't get the edges here. So, all right. Now that I know which collider's which, sort of. Out. So he lines up the corner. Okay. Trial and error.
Hey, it's
Yeah, look at that. Oh, they're falling over.
That was like
And that kind of works, right? because if the wheels are off the ground, it's not getting to move forward. This all works. This guy got knocked way off tangent. So his buddies are all over. Yeah, his buddies are gone. Okay. Yeah. So this was ridiculous, but good to watch. Make sure the truck or whatever it is behaving properly before you go any further. Because if I try to finish making the game and my parent object and my collider on the child object are going off in different directions, the game's never going to work right, and I'm going to be like, what the heck? This is garbage. Right? So this is why we iterate. Get this thing working before you move to the next step. So playtest, drop bricks out there, have all the fun. I'm just weird enough that I enjoy debugging, finding problems, fixing problems that I myself made. It's not for everybody, but I'm going to do one more variation on this and we're going to see how these work. What if we adjust the variant? So now we're either going 2 to 18 speed. I want to see absolutely that this variant's working. No, it's not. One should have darted way out in front of the others. It should be each script. All right, so we talk a truck prefab. If I roll down here, rigid body box collider. Huh. Some of the base bus speed got set to 0. Let's expose what the actual speed is and we'll be able to see what's happening. Oh, no. Oh, I only adjusted the variant on 1. That's what happened. Okay. In the prefab mode, then we'll set. We want some speed. So even if 1 is the slowest, it's still moving. All right. Negative. Zoop. Now we check all of them. Yeah, they're all the speed variations 9. Now we should see chaos.
Oh.
That one probably fell over. So his speed is 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. So we're still only moving a little bit. That one's at 0 because he fell over.
Maybe you're just unlucky that roll and you're all just at 5, 6.
Yeah. He's like, come on, man. Come on. It's going. Yeah, we
pushed that 50 kilogram.
My 1 kilogram taco is like, come on, we can do this. I wonder if it's eventually going to. I mean, it got knocked over a little bit, but it's still super heavy. And this is why I wanted that mesh collider on it, so we could see like the angles and stuff on it. So look, it's laying on that side there. This guy just faced the wrong way.
And it's also pushing. Set it free. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's going backwards.
He's just pivoting around it.
Really stubborn. Really likes that chest. Maybe one.
Of course he likes it.
It's just rotating around the chest.
All right, where's my bunny top hat gun knock this thing back on track.
Wait, why is it doing that?
Because it's trying to go its local forward. It's applying so much force forward that even when I try to move it, it's still not knocking it hard enough. I probably need to adjust where my
It's funny that it's kind of goes to
go to a more like continuous instead of discrete collision check, and it might want work. Oh, I just clipped through him. Hey, I wonder if I can make this guy go by just being here. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, phrases I never thought I'd hear today, but here we are. Jumpstart the taco.
That's my favorite part about the DET thing is that you just like shoot yourself in the leg.
Okay. Well, you know what? I still think it's all working. It's sort of, it's chaos, but it's chaos we like. Let me just make sure. Base bus speed 20. Speed variation? Let's try negative numbers. So we'll do a speed variation of 30.
Crazy error, or it'll actually be really fun.
One of them decided to go backwards.
Oh wow!
Oh, that guy's moving. Fast food. Let's jump start this guy again. Zoom!
Oh, this one's really fast.
That's hilarious. All right, so we're getting speed if they detect something underneath them again. Is this preposterous enough? Okay.
Oh, you only put it on there.
What? Let's do it here. Wow, I didn't even jump on the truck. Okay, so we got it working, sort of. We think. All right, overrides, apply. Now they should all have a negative 40 or a positive 40 speed variation. There we go.
Oh, it does work.
Now they're going backwards. They're all just gone. Come back, lunch. All right. Literally, you saw all the like tweaking. Get that much working. Please get that much working by Thursday, and we'll keep going. We'll figure out how to jump on the trucks and do all the rest of the silliness. That's why we got 2 weeks. We're going to iterate, make sure everything works. Then we're going to add chaos and polish it up. I don't know what's going on over here with this, but apparently I've got a gang. Oh, I thought you guys were my henchmen. Never mind. No, they're after me. Okay.